What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream here. Your host, Mr. Know-It-All. Happy Friday to everybody. So what's going on with Bitcoin? Well, we're going to cover that right now. Looks like we did break out and we did break right back into the pennant, okay? But we didn't break below the pennant demand line here, so that's something to be said, all right? You need to pay attention to that. I mean, this is a 6-hour chart. All right. The 4-hour making this hammer right here, okay? This is a good sign. We're holding, and we actually are holding this demand line here as well. Hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on? What's going on? Well, we have 20 people on right now, so I said we'll do a 1-month giveaway of alerts if we get 100 people on the stream today. So let's see if we can get it. Make sure you guys share the stream. Can I turn off the music or lower it? Yeah, let's see what I can do about that. Okay, is that better? How come my chat is all messed up right now? Let's see about that. How about that? Is the music lower now? Is it better? Can you guys hear me? Let's see ones in the chat if you guys can hear me. 2's in the chat if the music's still too loud. Okay. Good, good, good. All right. All right, so this is where we're at. Like I said, we got saved by this trend line right here, and this is that long-term trend line from back here, okay, from this bottom here. All right. So this is actually on the 4-hour. This is actually not a bad place to probably start to look for longs, right? Because you have the 4-hour here about to cross up on the Stokes. So this could mean we get a move back out to the top side of the range. We're going to see how this plays out. It's not confirmed just yet. Although we did get this 4-hour like hammer candle, right? This is typically a reversal candle that we like to see towards bottoms of patterns, and it's looking okay, right? So yeah, we made a lower high here, but we did get this like fake breakout here towards the end of this pennant. I want to see how this materializes on the shorter time scales, but it does look good, right? So like you can see the hourly and 2-hour here on the buy sell zone indicator. We're showing continuation, right? And we have about an hour and a half left on the 2-hour candle. The hourly candle here also putting in, that continuation. So we have continuation signals coming in here on the buy-sell zone indicator. We got the 4-hour stochastics about to cross up. This could be an opportunity to trade back to the upside. So I would say this would probably be an okay place to start entering longs. Okay, obviously you want to set a tight stop because we don't know. We could get a quick jerk back here. Lots is possible right now. We're not in bullish territory on the hourly. We're sitting at 40 on the RSI. So the bears are kind of still in control, right? We're still below, the 200-day moving average. On the major time scales, we're still below all the major moving averages, actually. Even the 50-day we're below, and the 21 we're below. So, like, this is the problem right now, okay? So on the hourly here, we're still getting this downside potential pressure, all right? The short trade was up here at this double top that we made, so we missed that, right? We didn't catch the short. But I think what we could do is we could potentially, I'm saying potentially because it's not confirmed and anything can happen, but what it does look like is we will probably at least test like this pennant triangle part here, which is around 37.7. All right, so I would say that that's a highly likely chance we do that. And if we do break out of it, I really do suspect if we do break out of this, we will eventually come back up to test this neckline again. All right, and this is the major breakout area. We got bear cross on MACD on 4-hour time frame. Let's see about that. We did get a bearish cross, but so I want you guys to notice or note something here. This bearish cross is above 0 on the MACD, right? So it's technically in bullish territory on the MACD, and we're producing this negative momentum, right? So we could, like I said, we could still get negative momentum coming in, but if the price action isn't breaking this demand line, so it's all about this demand line right here. If this demand line broke and we broke below it, I wouldn't say look for longs, because I would say look for shorts, because it would be like a bearish consolidation, or if this candle actually closed, if this 4-hour candle actually closed down here, candle body, and then we open the next candle and we use this area as a resistance, okay, that's a short opportunity, right? That's a short opportunity to trade this down. This would be a breakdown. But we didn't confirm that. We did not confirm that. We actually printed a 4-hour hammer candle down here. So this is really interesting, okay? This is really interesting. Although the trend is still to the downside, okay? Do not discount that the trend is still down right now, okay? It is still down. We're just at the bottom of this pennant, and we're getting really close to the apex of the triangle. We're either going to, like I said, we're either going to get to the top side here and make another lower high, which is possible that we do. We could come back up here and make another lower high, right, and reject this, and then come down and test this low again, right? And if we break this low, you could expect us to really see a big move down, all right? But if we don't fail to break out here, and we actually get a breakout, and we come back down to test it again, and then make another higher low, okay, then we can really see us break out north of the pennant instead of south. And we're at a pretty critical spot right now. It's really difficult thing to call, okay? I just want everyone to know this 4-hour hammer candle we got is pretty significant, okay? That's a pretty big candle close that we got there. Okay? And even the 3-hour, you can see us just consolidating here. All right. Again, getting across up here on the 3-hour, the 2-hour also starting to cross up here. Again, we are in bearish territory on the RSI. Right, this is not looking so good for the bulls, but our only real hope was that 4-hour hammer candle that we got. There's some hopium, and we're about to get maybe an hourly bullish cross as well. The daily RSI is in bearish territory, right? 40, 39. So yeah, the overall trend is down. The overall trend is down, but we are starting to kind of trek up here on the RSI. Okay. And yeah, I mean, we have a little bit of momentum. We're losing a little bit of momentum here, but this doesn't look like the end of it, right? It just looks like maybe we're on pause, okay? So we'll see. I mean, this could be the area where we get this push, because like here on the bands, you can see we're in this squeeze, and we didn't cross down yet. We might use this median trend line area as a higher low, all right, to make another push up. Now that's what I'm saying, guys, is that this isn't confirmed just yet. Although we got this, like, this breakdown here the other night where we made this top. It's a nail-biting situation right now. I will say that it is totally a nail-biting situation. We're getting close to maybe a death cross here on the 200-day and the 50-day. It's not confirmed yet that we didn't get the cross down yet. But let's see. We'll see in the coming days. I would say over the weekend, or probably maybe not over the weekend. Yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll get resolution, or later tonight we'll get resolution on this. If we do break down, you guys know the target. The target for the breakdown is about 25 or 26K. If we get a breakout, we're looking at $48,900 on the swing up, okay? That is it. We're very close to resolution on this pattern. And a lot of these altcoins are going to, some of them are maybe doing their own things right now. but a lot of them are going to be looking similar to what Bitcoin's doing. We do have Filecoin making nice moves. We called this out in the Discord, so props to whoever took this trade setup. This is a nice one. Looks like, you know, this wedge pattern here that we got, a little cup and handle structure, maybe continuation out. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I think UMA had some big news or something, but also holding this down sloping trend line. It's tough to be really bearish on stuff when you get these springs right off major demand lines. Okay, that's the thing about when you're down at these lows like this. Can I check T-Fuel? Yeah, I can check it. When you're down at these lows like this, to really be super bearish on things. But yeah, it's really going to depend on what Bitcoin does, unfortunately. And I don't know why my charts are loading so slowly today, but probably because I need to restart my computer. But it's okay. T-Fuel USD. It looks a lot like a descending broadening structure. You're about to maybe break out. Okay, you can see that the 4 hour actually got a pullback out of overbought to reset the oscillator. You can see the stochastic RSI pointed up here on the 4 hour. Yeah, it looks really good. It looks really good. Like you might probably get a move up. All right. Can I look at total 2 and BTCD? Sure, let's take a look at it. All right, so here's total 2. There was something that was a little bit of cause of concern for me when I was looking. I'm going to go back to total 2 in a second, but I want to go look at total for a minute for you guys. All right. So this was something that I was looking at earlier today that was maybe a bit of a cause for concern, but. Yeah, it's weird. It's maybe a different chart or something on my... Oh, actually, I charted it this way. That's what it was. But this is how I was charting it. As a big rising wedge. Alright. So this was the thing that I was looking at before. Now this could be a cause for concern on the total. This is the total market cap, okay, guys? And the reason why this can be a cause for concern is because you guys know that rising wedges, they break typically to the downside about 60% of the time. Now, this is the total market cap for crypto. And we already hit this top, right? And we got this pullback right here at the 1618 fib extension. I mean, it's very possible that we just base out up here. Okay, that we just base out up here, and then we actually break out of it. Okay, so this isn't confirmed. We don't know what's going to happen yet with this. We don't have resolution on it. But we can start to see that we're touching this 21 EMA right now on the 3-day time scale on the total market cap. All right. Now, I don't want to give you guys hopium, but if we do manage to get back above the daily 21, all right, or even if we just go sideways here, okay, sideways is fine, and then maybe we pop back above it and we can actually break out of it, all right? That's a possible scenario, and if that doesn't happen, if we don't get that move up, then yeah, we're looking at coming down to these areas here, right? You know, coming down to these areas here where the next real support is, you know, $700 billion, and we could just end up consolidating down here, right? And hopefully we don't break down out of this rising wedge because crypto should be the future, right? So we then could maybe then start to trek back up. You know, I don't know when we're gonna really get resolution on this, but you should take note that these patterns typically break down, okay, not up. We talked about this on when Bitcoin was at 59K. We had that rising wedge pattern, right? So that was a lot tighter of a wedge pattern. than this. This is obviously more of a longer term chart, okay? But it's very possible we just like cup out of here, man. We could easily cup out of here. Let's go look at what Volkowski talks about rising wedges, all right? Because this is a rising wedge. This is a rising wedge, all right? But it's an upsloping rising wedge. It's not like a we're in a downtrend or we're in an uptrend, right? Let's see. Okay, so it says upward breakouts may show weakness 2 weeks after the breakout. So if we get a breakout to the upside, let's see. Alright, so the pattern confirms this is valid when the price closes outside of one of the trend lines. So I guess technically it's not even valid until it actually closes, you know, above or below the trend line. Alright, so there's that. It's not, I guess it's not valid right now, but this is what I'm seeing in terms of maybe something. Alright, we're going to go back to total 2. I stand corrected. Okay, so total 2. Yeah, we're just consolidating on the weekly above the daily, the 21 EMA. So that's really good. That's really strong. All right, and you can see that it's sort of starting to wean there, which is good. We want to get back above this 1272 fib extension, which is around you know, $1 trillion. All right. We can look at DXY. Hidden bullish divergence forming on 4-hour RSI for BTC. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about that we could see a move back up for BTC. All right. The target for Theta lit. We can go back to that in a second. That's right. That's right. Yep, that's right. Total 2 looks a lot better than total right now. We already know that we're in an altcoin season, right? Because Bitcoin dominance is kind of crushed right now. But the thing here is on the daily, if you look carefully, and we could be in some sort of flag and, you know, wedge maybe. And if Bitcoin decides, their Bitcoin dominance decides to start breaking up, that could really impact the altcoins. Okay. Can we look at DXY? We can look at the DXY. Yeah, I'm not really too happy with what's going on in this DXY right now. It looks like we maybe put into some sort of bottom, right? We had a bullish engulfing candle yesterday, and today we're seeing a bit of a pullback, but we haven't broke this candle. All right, we haven't broke this candle, and we'll see. That's a pretty big. Still holding above these lows, right? Low, higher low, higher low. Is this another higher low? We don't want to see that. But as long as we stay below the 200-day moving average on the weekly, I think we're good in terms of it being in a downtrend. But what we really want to see, though, is I mean, I don't like how this is about to cross up either. This doesn't. If this crosses up, man, we're effed. Markets are going to be definitely seeing some downside if that happens, okay? But so far, we're getting some rejection here off the 3-day 21 EMA. We're below the 50-day moving average, and we're below the 200-day moving average. And in terms of the bands, we're probably in the green band. Yeah, I mean, like, this is the thing, man. If we don't get rejection here, and we don't just keep trekking on down, I want to see this actually break this wedge to the downside, man. Like, that would be amazing. That's like there's like a 22% chance of that happening, or 32% chance of that happening. All right, so that's, I mean, it's a low chance, but we're in a downtrend. The dollar is in overall macro downtrend as well, right? So we'll see how that goes. Do you think we should put Elon in jail? No, I don't think we should put Elon in jail. The guy's got Asperger's. I wouldn't take anything he says seriously. Let's see. Oh, we got 35 people on, right? Yes, if they're going to print more money, then this is going to get wrecked. Yeah, this is going to get wrecked. So the monthly still looks like we can go down, right? I mean, we still got a lot of time left on the monthly candle here, right? It's only June 4th, right? And we made a technical lower low on the candle body close last month in here. So we were in a technical monthly breakdown, and I just don't like what I'm seeing on the smaller time frames, like the daily chart. This got this breakout here, and we'll see, man. We'll see. It's so far still lower highs, right? Still lower highs. You guys got any other cryptos? Or there's lots of stock opportunities right now that I'm looking at. I actually have a whole list if you guys want to see this. These are short float stocks in wedge patterns, or if not wedge patterns, they're in bullish rectangle patterns, or triangle patterns. This one's in a descending broadening formation. Okay, this one's I don't know. This is a penny stock, but this looks like a nice structure to trade, right? RLC. Take a look at it. It's pretty wrecked. Yeah. Made a lower high here, man. I mean, you got up to almost 620 on this move up. Lit. Interesting on lit here, right? You are in this type of pennant structure, well, more of like a bottoming triangle, looks like, actually, on this, right? And it looks like you might be putting in quite a bottoming wick here. All right, depends how you draw this, right? If you draw it like this, then you could see you're in basically a bear flag, right? That's a bear flag. It's a pennant, bear pennant. Okay. There's not really that much data on this chart, which sucks. But I'm gonna redraw this chart here. All right, so it's pretty clear that this is our top right now, okay? And well, it's tough to really draw on these because like there's not that much chart data, okay? But yeah, this looks pretty tight. This looks like if you do get a breakout, it's gonna. You got 1, 2. This is your third attempt at breaking it. If you do break it, you're looking at almost 100% measured move on this triangle setup. Like, it's all going to depend on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin breaks down, then this is gonna break down. Right? You are in a downtrend. Keep that in mind. In a downtrend. All right. So that's the deal with this. 1 inch. Yeah, these are all in similar types of structures right now, right? No, I didn't chart link yet. We can take a look at it here in a second. But yeah, I mean the cipher pattern, okay, the cipher pattern that this is in is still in a cipher pattern. Just you know, Bitcoin's going to have a lot to do with how effective these patterns play out. It's unfortunate, man. I mean, like, we're at the daily 21 right now. We got a little bit of rejection here, and it started to break out, and then Bitcoin pulled back, right? So this is where you're at. This is where you're at. You're like right at this area right here. You break it, you're gonna go to the 50-day moving average, which is $4.68. But you're getting stuck right here at this area right here, where these wicks are, right? We basically just touched this. But you'd think straight down, straight up, right? So we'll see on this. If you break out, you're gonna get up to about 470, all right? Let's chart length, yep. Yeah, I have no idea about Pi Network, dude. You gotta check that out somewhere else. I have no idea about it. Let's see. It's trying to hold these lows, right? So that's the thing. Is if you end up holding the lows, you continue to make higher lows, that's telling the market that the price is trying to go higher, right? At least here until we don't hold these lows anymore. So the 4 hour will probably put in like one of these hammers. Yeah, there it is. We'll check out VeChain in a second. So we're still in this bottoming type structure. You could draw it a couple different ways. You can draw it from up top here. Okay. This is basically where we're at, though. We're going to come to a conclusion on this pattern here shortly. And I would say we got this squeeze to the downside here last night that caused this this drastic sell-off here, okay? We got to this area here and made a technical lower high than this high. Still a little unclear. I mean, like, we're in bearish territory. Could continue down. That's totally a possibility. It really all depends on what Bitcoin wants to do. So, just keep your eye on Bitcoin. We're getting pretty close to the resolution on that structure, on that pattern. All right. And a lot of these other coins are looking the same, right there. I mean, actually, VeChain looks pretty good here, right? So another, low, a higher low, another higher low. So we'll see if VeChain can get to the top of this descending broadening structure. Yep, that's right. So it looks like VeChain kind of had a fake breakout here. Bearish divergence on Bitcoin. I don't know. We'll see about that. And it looks like the bearish divergence played out. That was the dump we got yesterday on the 3 hour here. The 4 hour probably looks the same. Yeah, so if anything, we're starting to build this negative momentum again. But if we make higher lows of negative momentum, we can actually start to make bullish divergences here, or not divergences, but really just a higher low on negative momentum and a higher low on price. We did put in this 4-hour candle here, all right? That was pretty good. But let's see if we can we need to get back above this area here. There's lots of issues right now with this. Okay. What I did see, what was interesting on the MACD, was this happening. So we have multiple, okay, we have like quadruple, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, quadruple MACD divergence building here, right? We have higher levels of negative momentum on each pillar, which, I mean, makes sense because we saw this big dump, but now we're still producing the rest of this negative momentum here, but we're slowly starting to round out here. This is a 2-day chart. We're looking pretty close to getting some sort of resolution on this cross up. Now the daily crossed up, right, and started to create this positive momentum, which, you know, ensued a little bit of a movement up. I suspect we're going to see probably continued movements up. It just could take some time. All right. Even if we end up getting to, you know, 50 or close to 50 on the RSI and getting a bearish rejection, I still think we can see probably at least close to that 40K area before we really start heading down again. I really do think, unless we just break down right here, right now, that we get at least up to test the daily 21 and this major resistance area again on Bitcoin before we really get the next major leg down. Okay, if we get a leg down. That's my personal opinion. Do not trade based off my personal opinion. Please make your own judgments and decisions. This is just for entertainment purposes and education purposes and not financial advice. All right, guys. Let's see. We can look at XRP, yeah, sure. Still think XRP actually looks fine, man. And we're still holding this major trend line. Even though we came back down on the demand line, we got another test of this. Obviously, lots to do with Bitcoin breaking down there last night. And that's it. It looks like you're putting in maybe another higher low. Right, on the 4-hour chart, you're getting this move back up. All right. Not really too much going on in the crypto market right now. So, if you guys want, look at LTC. Yeah, sure. Nothing really to look at, man. Like sideways price action. All these charts look the same. We made a 4-hour hammer candle on Litecoin. Back tested this 618 fib extension, started making higher lows and higher highs. Still doing it, still making the higher lows and higher highs for now. All right, what's going on? Only 60 more people to join before we do a random giveaway. See if we can get to that. We have about 27 more minutes to get 60 more people on the stream, and then you guys are all going to be eligible for a 1 month of free alert service, but that's if we get to 100. And you guys are going to have to what are you guys going to have to do? I guess we'll cross that bridge if we get there. So far we're only 40% of the way there. So if you break up out of the triangle, this is what you're looking at. If you break up, you're looking at about an 86% move to break up. All right, so it's probably something like up here. Yeah, pretty close to that area. Okay. Break down. You're looking at close to 90, 100 bucks. And I'd say you're really in trouble if you start doing that. You start making lower lows like that. We lost a couple people. People are disinterested in the stream here. All right, I honestly want to just look at some stocks if you guys want to look at them. There's definitely some opportunities you guys should be aware of. This is one of them. This is actually an alert service call out. All right. I need some lady dancers. Yeah, right. I don't think Moon Girl will be too happy about that. Whew. All right. Now this is a nice swing setup here. Do I ever use fib time extensions? No, I don't. Just use regular fibs. Now this is a nice setup, guys. Look at the 3-day. You got the buy signal that came in here. Look at the weekly is what I was really charting on this. Right, you see how the DMI indicator is in this tight squeeze here. Okay, we're in a tight squeeze. We're in a falling wedge, and we're at the bottom here. The Stokes crossed up on the weekly, and you can see the momentum is like there's like nothing going on here, right? Which means there is lots of consolidation, and we're starting to build this. We're starting to build this divergence, right? We're starting to build this divergence here that you guys can see. It's starting to really build now. You can do a 24-hour live stream for Dogecoin. You'll get 200 new subscribers. Yeah, I don't know that those are the subscribers that I want, right? Yeah. This one's going to do well, I think, right? Here you go. It's up 11%. What do you guys want, man? 11%. It's been 2 days, you said? You're up 11% in 2 days. That's pretty good for a stock, right? Hasn't even broke the pattern yet, man. Just be patient with this. It's gonna do really well in the next couple weeks, couple months. Okay. I know nothing about the fundamentals about this stock. I know nothing. All I'm looking at here is technicals, and the technicals tell me that the price is going to go up in time. Don't know when, but I know this. We made a bottom and a double bottom here. It's gonna do well. It's gonna do well. I want to look at. Actually, you know what? I have a whole list of tickers here. If you guys want to go through them with me, I think. Oh, what do you know? MicroStrategies is popped up on my screener. Interesting. Interesting. It's in a falling wedge. We know that, right? We know that MicroStrategy is in a falling wedge. Let's see. Yeah. So. Nikola is also in the screener. I actually am in Nikola right now. This is in a major swing setup. I actually gave this swing setup around 13 bucks. I have an average entry of around 12.90 on Nikola stock, right? Now this is a great falling wedge setup here. Yeah, man. And you guys know the swing targets for the wedges at the tops of the wedges. All right. Now this is probably a multi-month, maybe multi-year trade, and that's fine with me, man. It's fine with me. Look what's going on here. We just started to break, right? We got this divergence building up here. Look at this major move. It broke out of the wedge here this week, right? We're going to start flirting with this 200-day moving average and 50-day moving average, and that's fine. It might take some time to get some resolution above it, but guess what? We're already up 50% on this trade setup. Just hang in there, right? These are swing trades for a reason. These take months, multi-months, okay? Another one here is QS. Another nice swing trade setup here. Okay, not enough chart data to see the DMI, but you can see we're towards the bottom of it. We did start to get this coming in, and you can see the momentum here is starting to wean off. You go to the 3-day chart, it looks like you're ready to cross up. All right, so you're towards the bottom of this structure, and what do you know? We came back down to back test this area right here, the previous all-time high for this rally here. So, in my opinion, we're going to get this move up here shortly. All right. It already started. Look, you can see the 2-day is giving us the continuation signal on the buy-sell zone indicator at this major fib extension. Hopefully we can break above that area. As you can see, we did pierce the, we did get this breakout, and today, or the last couple days, we'll probably get this back test before we get a continuation up to the $33 area, which is that daily or 2-day 21 EMA. Solo was another one. This one also broke out of the wedge here and was also in a down-sloping channel. And we could probably see this get up to about 550. And if we break 550, you got a channel up trade setup. You guys already know where that's going to go. It's going to go to the top of the channel here, or the top of right near this fib extension around 1150. So you're talking about almost a 3x on this asset incoming. This is another one here, falling wedge setup, got the breakout, and now back testing. Right now, back testing the moving averages here before making another continuation. Perfectly fine to see that. And what did this asset do? Well, it went up to test the all-time highs, made a nice consolidation back down, made a nice wedge formation, kind of like this, right? Tilray was another one, man. Falling wedge breakout. You guys already know the major target up here is 62 bucks. It's $18.75 today, guys. All right, lots of room to run on this one. All right, let's go back to the screener. I want to see some other tickers here. INVZ. Let's take a look at that. If you guys have any other tickers, make sure you guys shoot them in the chat, all right? Whoa, what's going on at this stock? That looks interesting. There we have our major supply line up here. And we clearly have this down-sloping channel action going on. All right, we're towards the middle of it now. But look at the weekly stochastics and what they're doing. They just crossed up again. So I think and we're putting in a potential weekly continuation signal here. This could be the area where we see this break out in the next week or two. All right. This looks very nice. You can see the volume, how it's receded here since December. I think a big move is coming for this asset. Don't really know the fundamentals behind this company, but just based on what the chart says. Do I buy stocks on TradingView? No, I don't buy them on TradingView. Apple? Sure. Let's see. Well, we're still holding the 200-day. I mean, you're getting close to probably resolution on this structure here. All right. You're still holding this major demand line for right now. All right, you break that, you're looking at lots of downside if you do break this area. Okay. Flirting with the 50 RSI right now, man. It's pretty close to doing something maybe you guys don't want to see. Although this candle here, if we close like this today, that's a good candle. It's another higher low right from this low. It does look a bit extended. The daily looks nice though. The daily looks nice. We got to get back above this 128.25 area. That's the area to break right now. You're flirting with the daily 21, and then the 50-day moving average up here, still holding the 200-day moving average. So that's good. That's good. I don't think it's a head and shoulders pattern. No, I don't. You're trying to tell me that this. You're trying to tell me this is a head and shoulders pattern. Where's your right shoulder, man? Up here. This is what you're calling the head and shoulders. TD Ameritrade, man, or I don't know if you're not in the States, maybe Interactive Brokers. So the right shoulder is lower than the left shoulder, so that kind of negates the head and shoulders pattern. Right, let's see what Bukowski says about head and shoulders pattern. Angel, we did look at 1 inch already. Head and shoulders, let's see. Head and shoulders tops. All right. Well, you actually, if you think that this is a head and shoulders pattern, then you technically have not broken the neckline right now, right? And you're just holding above it. And this actually looks like some bullish divergence here on the daily. So it's probably a fake out. I think it looks like you're gonna break out of this, not break down. But if you do break down, you're looking at a major move down, right? From the bottom to the top, you're looking at a 30% correction. You do break down, 30% correction, right? 30%. Puts you back down to 80 bucks. Matt, that's up to you, man. I personally am not trading Dogecoin, but if there's a setup on it, you should trade it. Why not? There was a setup. I gave a 31.5-cent entry not so long ago in the Discord. And you just made a lower high. Okay. But it looks like you're starting to maybe round out here. Okay. You're rounding out here. You can maybe leg up and hit the top of the wedge with the whole pattern. Kusama, yeah, we can take a look at it. So kind of doing what I had projected right to the top of the descending broadening structure. All right. You're holding this 8-hour or probably daily moving average right now. Yep, this still looks okay to me. 27 people, man. You guys really don't want a free month of alerts, huh? Guess not. Guess not. Hey, what's going on, man? T-Fuel? Didn't we cover this already, man? I feel like we covered this already. The major fib extension. If we go to the major fib, it's $1, right? If we break out of this structure, it's going to go to $1. All right. The shorter fibs here are to 78 cents, 46, 54, and 78. Okay, cool. I shouldn't be punished for my lack of friends. No, nobody should be punished for their lack of friends. This space falling wedge, man. Did you guys trade this one? Nice trade setup on this. We gave. We even got the gap up on it. Right? That looks pretty good. There's the weekly gap up. Boom. Right back up. GOEV, this is another one that can probably get back up to like 1050. Okay. Covered Tilray already. YMTX, this is a nice one. I want to go through some more stock tickers with you guys, if you guys don't mind. Dave & Buster's. This asset must be completely destroyed. Let's take a look at this. Play. Wow, that's really not even that bad. But it did get pretty wrecked here. Huh. What's the weekly look like? Yeah, I'm not looking to trade that. Let's see. CCIV. It's not coming up on my short float. But yeah, there's the break. Looks like I charted this already somewhere for some reason. Yeah, it's broke out. This is a nice structure, man. 200% measured move on this. You know, your target is ultimately back to the all-time high, 61 bucks. That looks good. Yep. I'm gonna take away this short float and just change it to any. But the problem with that is you get like exchange traded funds in here. Let's look at yeah, this one's pretty wrecked. ADMP. I don't know what the hell this is, but let's take a look at it. ADMP. This asset's destroyed. Just what I like to see. There's nothing really to look at with them right now. They're making higher lows. They're following Bitcoin. Bitcoin just is kind of at a decision point right now, whether it's going to break north of the pennant or break down in the pennant. And that's kind of where we're at with it. It's not really too much going on there. I'm kind of looking for other opportunities elsewhere. You guys should be too. Shouldn't just be glued to the crypto market. Just saying, look what we got going on here. Yeah, let it. That's good. Let it skyrocket. I'm not bearish on the crypto market right now, guys. I think cryptos are going to be okay. We're just going through a nice healthy correction. But we will see. I could be completely wrong. We could go into a complete bear market if we break 30K. But what do you guys see here on the weekly, man? This looks like 3 rising valleys, right? 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful. This looks very nice. This is a penny stock, man. 97 cents. Like, you're telling me you don't want opportunity. You guys like trading crypto, right? But you guys don't. You're telling me you guys don't want opportunities like this? This thing is destroyed. This thing is destroyed, man. Like, this could go up to 20 bucks. And ultimately, I mean, like, yeah, Solana's a nice one. Yep. We could at least see 250 on this asset, right? That's this resistance point right here. Double up real quick. This is quite the setup here, guys. You guys look at this carefully, right? The weekly, putting in a bullish engulfing candle for the week, getting above the weekly 21, the 200-day moving average, and the 50-day moving average. You can see that by confirmed volume that came in, traded up to $1.18 earlier this week, right? So right up to there. You got 1, 2, 3 rising valleys. This could be the area where we pivot on this asset. You can see the stochastics pointed up. I mean, like, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking about. BTC broke 37K. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about. We did say before, okay? We did say before that BTC was at a critical spot independent, right? If you're just joining the stream right now, I am actually taking note of this penny stock right here, because this right here looks like it's going to go to the moon. ADMP. I'm going to add this to my stock list. Let's see here. ADMP. Let's see. All right, let's go back to Bitcoin for a second. All right, this is what we talked about a second ago, that 4-hour hammer resulting in price action movement to the upside. We said this before. We're going to get to the, we have to really see what happens when we get to the top side of this pennant. All right, if we break out of it with volume, that is key. That is what we're looking for. If we do not get up here with volume and we get rejection, I would suspect we do come back down to these lows and test these lows again. We do not want to break the lows. We want to get out of here. The whole point of this is to break. We want to see this break to the upside, right? All right, guys, if you guys enjoyed this stream, make sure you smash up the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and tick the little bell. Also, remember, guys, to join the effing Discord. That is where everything is going on. That is where you're going to find STP testimonials. That's where we're going to find profit gains on people's trade set, on the trade setups that we give here. The results on the bots. Literally everything you can possibly imagine about trading is in the Discord channel. Join it. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. See you then.